Oh, Mr. President, your people are not doing their job.
Ons is werk vir die government hier moet vinnig help hierdie mense van Matifuma number 3 omdat hulle sukkel met die water.
The name of the farm is Musagamo Soma Farm number 3. I'm working here with my family. I used to have 25 people permanent. They get food to eat.
I'm Daniel Masnamela. I got 8 acres. This is my place. I make the nursery. I'm planting mangoes. I'm planting citrus. I got lychees, cabbage, spinach, baby mara, butternut, tomatoes.
If you can go now, look at the river, right? So when you go across it, just look at that water. Where he's going to? He's going to somewhere in the farm.
You see, this is my sheep pen, and I got now about more than 98 sheep in this sheep pen, Ile-de-France sheep. But most of them has died. I lost about more than 70, up to 78 sheep now.
Till now, all these cash crops you see inside here, I make the for myself with a scalpel and pick.
And that side there is a Mujaji Dam. The first dam here at Vulovelu is Mujaji Dam right down there. And then the rain of 2000 washed that dam.
Something that you will see that is not actually natural. There will be lots of water, and all of a sudden then the water will actually run dry, showing that people upstream, as you put it, are actually taking water.
Now, the government told us that he is going to now make a cement dam.
Water is a right, and everybody should have a right to water, and there shouldn't be a situation where some communities just don't have water, even though there are dams that are full.
Well, first, all of us are aware that South Africa has got one of the most progressive pieces of legislation backed up by a very, a universally acclaimed constitution. On paper, if Gabriel the angel will be reading from heaven, he will say, no, this is my country, this is God's country.
This book is the first book to give to the farmers, telling us that we must know our water rights.
People have water rights. As a South African, you have water rights. But how are we going to make sure those water rights, that people will be able to be protected by those water rights? I don't know. That's what the thing is. And also changing the mindset. Why people cannot share? I don't understand why we cannot share.
In the old days, this farm was the farm with the most of the water. They got all the water here. And now the farm is getting no water. My farm is being sabotaged. That's the way here. It's not a drought that is here on my. Why is my farm the only farm that is very dry? The Lamunzug River's water is not reaching the junction because the water is kept in the dam and no water is released for the river or for the farms downstream. So no water reaches the river from the Lamunzug River till here. No water.
When it doesn't rain, there's no water, no farming.
Look at this river. In winter it's dry and people don't farm. We haven't got boreholes.
We must get the water first.
All the time when I'm there trying to, when are we going to start rebuilding the Mujaji Dam? They say, don't worry, that one is on our pipeline. Just forget about it.
There's a hole there where that reed is standing. It's a big old duck, full of sheep, dead sheep.
The tank stand empty because there's no water coming in. The boreholes were drilled, there's nothing working.
Fela bothata ba rena gore batho le ba ka re ba shumisa lefele metsi sekoto se sela sa metsi nna re palela go patela.
Hey, the rain falls, the dam is not fixed. Since 2000, the water is just run to Mozambique.
This is to blame on the government we're sitting with today because they are not putting the right people in the right places.
Much more in government is nepotism. First of all, friendship that is running, linking to families that they go for corruption. Once issues you look at, they're only for billions, they're not for millions, and they don't go for thousands.
Yeah, I'm saying the government doesn't do their job. They failed to do their job.
They don't know anything about water. How on earth are you going to manage such a scarcity like water responsible with people that don't have the knowledge?
You send people to come and do things, no official came. Now we have to pay for the water. But people get paid and we got nothing. So that means they failed.
That's why I tried to go and see the president himself, even the minister of justice. Just have a look what is happening there.
Die koning daar zo, hoe kom ons sekkel so, ons kry nie antwoord nie.
When you can ask there to the parliament, Cape Town, they will tell you, we support our farmers with money and with what, but they doesn't done that thing.
And all our letters are in all these offices. No response.
Lele tamu kilele lo ke rono ka je bedi je ditšhelao mo ke benga khona gore ba nthusele ka dilo ja go hoa metsi go metsi khona o shoma.
So it is very difficult for them to can sustain that farm. And what will the government do? Because we don't use the farm, we'll take back the land and give it to the person who can use it. Preferably, who is that person? Their friends, their political friends.
All these people, they want me to fail farming here. That's why they are making so many tricks to make me not to succeed, so that they can say, look, you are not doing anything about this farm, then let's give to the people who can use it.
I just want my water here, not somewhere else. And if my water right is lying somewhere else, then they must bring it here.
Because our government, it didn't help us. I'm planting narikis, 5 kinds, oranges, plantains, avocado.
I try everything.
From the western to the east, yeah, yeah. Any day now, any day now.
So, water, and I believe, and if I had to look in a crystal ball, that's who we're going to kill each other. It's not going to be about religion, it's not going to be about anything else. We're going to kill each other because there's not going to be any water.
If our society always needed laws to regulate them, then we must accept that we are a lowest common denominator society. But imagine if people said, hang on, we know what the law says, but that's lowest common denominator, that we have a moral obligation to a fellow human being. The morality in our country is so low. That is why either we hide behind the law, we use the law to protect something, we keep finding loopholes in the law. instead of saying, well, we think that morally this is the right thing to do and let's just do it.
I see my light come shining from the western to the east. Yeah, yeah. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released.
I think when you have cases where the law does not act, the law and the state does not act towards delivering services for our people, where you can have one person cutting off water to an entire community, essentially sentencing them to death if they cannot find an alternative source. Such behavior is completely deplorable. And I would say that in such a case where people have been failed by the law, but also have been failed by our law enforcement agencies, it is justified for them to seek other means of ensuring that they are still able to live for tomorrow.